All right, guys, so we're going to be making an optical illusion in Adobe Illustrator for the closure Gestalt principle. So first off, make sure that you are working in the Essentials workspace. That's what I'm going to be in. Click the polygonal tool and click your artboard and make sure you have 3 sides to that to make a triangle. Let's center the triangle. I'm holding Shift to make it bigger and centering that. And in the Properties panel, let's add no fill to it. It's just going to be using a stroke, and I'm going to give it 2 points for a stroke. By holding Alt and dragging the triangle, I duplicated it. In the duplicated triangle, I'm going to turn the stroke off and add a fill. And in the Properties panel, I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees. Click Enter on my keyboard. Let's reposition this filled triangle on top of my stroke triangle. And now let's go to the Shape tool and use the Ellipse tool to make some circles. Hold Shift to make a perfect circle. Give it a color. Reposition it with the Move tool. Hold Alt and drag it to duplicate it. Hold Alt again, drag it to duplicate it. So we have 3 circles at the end of our filled triangle. Next up, let's go into our layers. And I'm actually going to, let's see here. I'm going to take my stroke layer and put it on the very top. I'm just zooming in just to check out and see exactly where you should be right now. Let's lock every single layer except for our stroke layer and find your Add Anchor Point tool in the 3 dots below the toolbar. So the Add Anchor Point tool, we're going to be applying a bunch of anchor points to the black stroke. Remember, this is the only shape that is not locked. So this is the only shape that should be getting this effect. And we're going to be adding these anchor points only on the areas where it intersects with the red. To move around, I'm just holding spacebar to move around my artboard. Okay, once we're done, let's go back and find the Path Eraser tool. We're going to use the Path Eraser tool to erase the anchor points that we added, and that's going to help us to erase specific parts on our black line. All right, we're just finishing up right now. Zooming out, this is what we should have at the moment. Let's see here. We've got about one more step, and we're going to be using Shift-M, the Shape Builder tool, to do the last step. So let's unlock all of our layers. Your Shape Builder tool is going to look like this. There's going to be a lot of grids on the inside of the shape. But we're going to use our Move tool first to lock the strokes that we made, because we don't want to touch those. Next, click our circles, holding Shift, click all the circles and the triangle to select all of these. Shift-M turns on our Shape Builder tool. And by holding Alt and dragging on the inside of our triangle to the circles, we're actually going to be deleting that triangle using that tool. And this is what we end up with.